In this video, I'll show you how to program a new key for your Nissan using this simple key kit. This is a DIY solution. Everything you need is in the box. You can do it yourself at home. It's quick and easy, and it is cheaper than getting a new key programmed at your dealership. This is going to cover the Nissans listed on the side here. If you're looking for a different make or model, we have other videos that should have you covered. Each one of these kits just covers a certain number of vehicles. So this is going to be for the Cube 09 to 14, Frontier 04 to 18, Juke 11 to 14, NV 13 to 18, Pathfinder 05 to 12, Quest 04 to 10, Rogue 08 to 15, Sentra 07 to 18, Titan 05 to 15, Versa 07 to 16, and Xterra 06 to 15. If you have one of these vehicles, you can follow along with me here, and I'll show you everything you need to do to get this done. Let's start by opening up the box, and we can see what's inside. So in here we have the user guide, the easy installer, and a new key. Take that out. In here, you're going to find all of the information. What I'm going to show you is actually in here, but it's just, I kind of simplify it to make it easier for you, but you'll see a lot of important information. You can also find over here their customer support number. You can see right there, that's also on the box. So if you're running into any problems, you can just give them a call. This is the easy installer. You first want to check to make sure that this security tag is intact. If it's missing, damaged, or says void, you'll want to return this whole product, because once this is used on a different vehicle, it does not work on any other vehicles. It's paired to your vehicle. And if this is missing, it's likely been used. So you will need to get this cut before starting the process. This physical key blade does need to be cut because you'll need to start the vehicle using your new key, and you also need to have with you your old key. Actually, all existing keys that are paired to your vehicle need to be present with you during the pairing process. This is just an example key that I'm going to be using as the original key. So this is really simple. What you're going to do once we get started here is plug this in, and the instructions will actually show up on this screen here. I'm going to show you what that looks like with just an image, a reference image on screen. So you can see it says close vehicle doors, turn hazards on, and then above that in yellow, press to continue. So that's just telling you you need to do everything there. You need to accomplish that step, make sure the doors are closed and the hazard's on, and then you will press this button to move forward. And at times it says hold to continue, hold to confirm. That just means hold for about 2 seconds. Hold until the screen changes. So I'll walk you through everything all of the steps to get this paired, but just keep in mind that it's very easy for you to do at home as well without really any help at all, because this screen will tell you what to do. So we'll now get started. These instructions are time sensitive. You'll need to move quickly, but not rush. If you leave the easy installer in for too long, its computer will time out, it will start beeping, and you'll just have to unplug it and start over. So once we get into this, just work at a steady pace. We will start by setting the dial position of the easy installer. You can see over here there are 7 or 8 positions. I'll show you on screen now which position you need to choose based on the model and year of your vehicle. So there are several options. You can see some of them also have an alternate dial position. You'll want to start with your vehicle's primary dial position. If you go through the pairing process and it does not work, you can try again with the alternate position. So let's say your dial position is 4. You will just turn this arrow over to 4 before starting. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. So you can move into your car. Make sure to bring with you all existing keys paired to your vehicle, the new key, easy installer, and the user guide if you'd like to have that for reference. Make sure your car is off and in park. And we want to start by locating the OBD port. I'll show you an image on screen right now of an OBD port just to see what that looks like. Usually that's under your dash, almost down at the level of the pedals. If you can't find it, check the user guide of your vehicle, the owner's guide, owner's manual of your vehicle to find out exactly where that is. We can now remove this security tag, so just tear that off and firmly plug this end into the OBD port. Once that's plugged in, you can press and hold this button for 2 seconds. Once you've pressed that for 2 seconds, the on-screen instructions will begin. The first instruction will tell you to make sure all keys, new and existing, are present, and you can press and hold this to confirm. We'll tell you to close all doors and turn the hazard lights on. Go ahead and do that, and then press and hold 2 seconds to continue. It will tell you to make sure that you do not press the brake pedal during the pairing process. Okay, confirm that with a button press. For the next step, there are 2 different options depending on your dial position. If you set your dial position to 1 or 2, you'll have one option, and if it's 3 or 4, you'll have another. So if your dial position is 1 or 2, you'll insert the key into the ignition, turn it to the on position. Do not start the engine, but turn it to the position just before starting the engine. And then press the button on the Easy Installer. You'll wait up to 30 seconds while the Easy Installer communicates with your vehicle, and then you can move on to the next step. And for those of you with the dial position of 3 or 4, you will insert the new key. Do not turn it. Just leave it there and then press the Easy Installer button. You'll wait up to 30 seconds while the Easy Installer communicates with the vehicle. Once that is done, you can turn the ignition to on and then press the Easy Installer button. Now everyone, regardless of dial position, all you want to do is turn the key to off and press the button on the Easy Installer. The car is now in pairing mode, and you can press the button to move forward. Now turn the key to on. The security light will flash 5 times. Once that happens, press the button, turn it to off, and remove it. Press the button. The on-screen instructions will now ask if you'd like to pair any additional keys. This is an optional step. If you're finished and you wouldn't like to pair any more keys, just press the button to continue. Otherwise, it will tell you to hold for 2 seconds, and then it will walk you through the process of pairing additional keys. We'll just skip over that for now. But when you are finished and you have worked through all of the on-screen instructions, you will just finally unplug this and test any new keys. So that should work for almost all of you. But if you ran into an error message on the on-screen instructions, or you finished pairing and the key doesn't work, doesn't start the vehicle, or some of the buttons don't work, there are 2 additional methods that you can try. You can see over here in your user guide on page 5, it says key pairing part 2. There's method A and method B. Those are just optional steps for those of you that are having trouble pairing. You can just follow the instructions in there, and you will also have the on-screen instructions as well. I will now go over the frequently asked questions. Over here on page 6, you can see they go over some of the errors and problems you can run into, and they also give you this number that is also on the box. You can call them toll free, and they will help you out with any problems you're having with this product. So it says, can I use the same Easy Installer on other vehicles? No, you cannot. Once you use this and plug this in and pair, I believe it's actually when you just plug it in on your vehicle, it becomes paired to that vehicle and it will not work again. So that's why you want to make sure that you're getting a brand new Easy Installer with the seal intact, because it will not work on another vehicle. It says that the Easy Installer sounds a single beep for 5 seconds and shows VIN error on screen, then beeps continuously. This signifies that the device has already been used on another vehicle, and once again, it only works on one vehicle, so you need to return this to the retailer where you purchased it and get a new one. It says the new key won't pair to my car. If the Easy Installer doesn't pair the key to the car, the dial position is likely incorrect. This is when you would you maybe finish the pairing process and it just doesn't seem to work, go back to that chart or just flip over here and find your alternate dial position. And when you want to start with an alternate dial position, you need to first remove the easy installer, remove the key from the ignition, open and close the driver's door, and then you can set a new dial position right here and begin the pairing process again. It says the easy installer was unplugged during the pairing process. This is fine. You'll just need to start again. It needs to remain plugged in for the entirety of the pairing process. So you'll just start the process from 0 and you should be fine. And here it says the vehicle won't start with the new or old keys after attempting to pair, and they're just telling you to give them a call over at their customer service number and they will try to help you out with that. So that's it. I hope this video helped you out and I thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.